lactobacillus, the HCS, right? All those ones we listed. They didn't give me a function, so give me relaxant's job.
Weaken
scarlets, give me the lactogen line. Makes girls grow. Okay, estrogen, progesterone, maintain endometrium, increase the blood flow to skin, whatnot. There was the HCS, which does what? ACTH, that turns on the corticoids.
Wait, I thought that was and the surfactants. Talking about CRT.
Oh, CRH. I get my C's all screwed up? Cortisol releasing hormone, right? CRH.
Oh, you really want to say it.
But you wouldn't see, because that affects the fetus, you wouldn't see those other androgens change.
Correct, that's still made by the fetus, per se.
Yeah.
Right? So what's kind of affecting the fetus is death. Why? You don't have if I'm not feeding from mom, I stop getting nutrients, I stop filling up waste. And that's good. Makes sense? Yay! Clap your hands. Let's do some capstone experiences. To kind of closure to the class.
Do you have to leave for this?
You can throw things at me after your final exam. I will show you. You have some little activities you're going to do.
As a class?
Well, this is as a person. You can work at the
Go to open lab.
Okay. So before you dive in, as you are on this little thing, so I was at a conference recently, as we have heard. So one thing they talked about was student success strategies. And the student success strategy is anything I tell you to do, you don't really listen to. So if I can stand up here and say study, go to open lab, and you just, most students kind of just whatever. Right? But if you tell another peer in the class to do that, it weighs much more than I can ever say. Right? That's YouTube, all that stuff is peer-driven media, right? Everyone on YouTube, right? There's that PhD talking, and there's like 2 hits on his link. One's his mother, right? The 8th grader who did the locker room, and he's like 1,000,005. Right? That's not peer-driven amateur stuff is important. So one thing you're going to do for me, for the next crew I have to cater through this year, is you're going to help me come up with a peer-reviewed, not peer-reviewed, it's bad, peer-driven content, is that what's called? When you upload your own stuff? Whatever. You're going to give them some suggestions on how to succeed, because you obviously are the veterans, you made it through a whole year of this stuff, right? So you're going to give them some suggestions that will weigh more on their mind than anything I can say and screaming. So this is not do now. Okay? You can take this home, you can bring it to the final. Do not give up studying to do this. Okay? That's not your point of the test. But you're going to basically give them, if you had to pick one thing that would help you be good in lecture, not just with me, but any AMP class you had, a lab thing you would recommend people do, someplace you went that was good at studying information, and something that just wasted your time, if there was one. Or the book, whatever. Just write it down. I'm going to just write them up in type so you know who wrote it. It's anonymous. You don't have to put your name on it. I'm not asking you to spill your destiny. I'm not going to grade it. Right? And I'm going to collect them. I'm going to write them up as a document. I'm going to hand it to my next year's students. Say, here's what the people who succeed in this class think you should do. And I'm going to see if that helps students be more successful earlier on than later on. Right? Because believe it or not, we have people coming to 232 who didn't know about Open Lab because their teacher never told them in 231 about Open Lab, which seems a complexity, right?
How would you pass 231?
That's the question. How would you pass 231? Well, you wouldn't. That's why we didn't get that many people in 232.
It's hugely helpful.
So that's the idea, is to tell these kids before they get the F the first 2 times. And finally they did, right? So you're doing this for your next year's competition for nursing school, is to come up with just a sentence, a word, fill in blank, whatever. But as you're studying, as you're thinking about your year, think about what you tell someone who also has to do this next time. You know, what are some things that save you time, money, hassle, or you learn at the very end?
Kristen.
But this is something you're going to tell your peers. Make sense? Right? And you don't have to tell them by time. That's not required.
What did you tie up today anyways?
Yeah, stick with that shirt.
Did your wife pick it out?
Yeah.